like to welcome everyone back to So-Called Experts. It feels so good out here. We're having such a good time grilling and drinking. We had to do another show for you guys out here. So today we're going to go back to sports talk. And as a 49er fan and as a Steeler fan, we just had to bring out two of the greatest franchises in NFL history.
Wait. You got it all wrong, son. There ain't two, there's only one.
Yeah, you're right.
The Niners, baby.
6 Super Bowls, baby. So we're going to go into who is the greatest franchise in NFL history. Sorry, Cowboy fans, you guys ain't in this discussion. So we're going to go Niners, Steelers. Obviously, you got to start off with 6 Super Bowls. So that puts us already up at the top. Not only have we won 6, we've appeared in 8, which is tied with the Cowboys break, but we got one more win.
You know what I hate about fans who say that they're fans? You ain't we, son. Let me see your Super Bowls. Let me see your rings. You're a team. There ain't no we.
Hey, I buy the apparel and the merchandise that gives them money to spend on their free agents. So I'm part of the organization. You hear me, Art Rooney, Dan Rooney? Thank me for
Hey, Rooney, he's so much of a fan, I'll give you $400. Don't worry, he's good. Look it. He's going to make the argument that they have 6 Super Bowls. Hey, credit to your team. We're not there yet. We should have been last year, but we're not. Should have, would have, could have, doesn't matter. But what I will say is, when you talk about best players in NFL history, you ever put a Steelers fan on there?
You go Steelers, baby.
You guys officially have the ugliest player ever, Hines Ward.
Hey, this ain't a beauty contest, son. And if you want to talk about that, yeah, he got a little south side in his step, you know what I mean? Dancing with the Stars champion. We win in dancing and Super Bowl, son. If you're right, you guys got some of the most offensively known players. You know, Jay Rice, Joe Montana. And I'm going defense, so, because in my book, defense wins championships, baby. And that's why we got 6. So you got, we have secondary, linemen, and linebackers that you can't even compete with.
When you're going to talk about overall toughness, because you like defense, anybody in Steeler history tougher than Mr. Ronnie Lott.
You got one guy.
Who's that?
You got one guy. You got Ronnie Lott. That's it.
Hey, when you have one and he's the best, that's all you need, baby.
I'm saying, I'm going to give it to Ronnie Lott. There's nothing I can say to hate on the guy. USC fan right here, Ronnie Lott. But I'm saying,
your best players in Steeler history are all white guys.
Who?
That's unheard of in the NFL.
Dude, our defense, you got Paul Mahler, Rod Woodson, ain't white, Mal Blunt, Mean Joe Green. Oh, what are you talking about? We're racially
Terry
unbiased.
Bradshaw, Jack Lambert, these are all white guys.
So what?
They would have never made our best team.
Joe Montana, Steve Young.
Hey, all quarterbacks are white.
Hey, you're right.
All good quarterbacks.
You're right. But we're talking about the whole package. And we're talking about, we got Samoans, we got Asians, we got Hines Ward on there, greatest receiver right there.
Hey, one thing that I will say that I do respect about your franchise, you guys are up here when it comes to, getting rid of racial discrimination. They have that new Rooney rule, which means, hey, you got to interview a black coach before you even start interviewing anybody else. You got to make that available to minorities first. Hey, I love that about the Steelers. But to say that you guys are number 1 and you guys are probably one of the best franchises ever.
Yeah.
I can, if you ever put the top best teams, you guys are never there.
How do you figure? The sports show right here just did the greatest teams of all time. We're one of the top. We had like 5 teams in that category.
When have you guys ever had a number 1 offense and a number 1 defense on one team?
Have you seen the 70s?
Niners
teams?
have, baby.
80s, I don't count.
He's talking about the 70s. The only thing hot were stilettos, afros, and belt bottoms.
I'm talking about there was competition. You had the Cowboys. You had a lot of good teams in the 70s. The Vikings, the Cowboys, the Raiders were all good in the 70s. Who was good in the 80s? You guys are playing the Patriots, the Bengals, who else? Who else did you guys beat?
The Broncos.
The Broncos.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, they're weak teams. They were weak. You guys didn't do anything. Who in the NFC? Who was good? The Cowboys weren't good in the 80s. And you guys didn't. I give it to you, team of the 80s, without a doubt. But our offense wasn't no joke. We had Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, John Stallworth, Mike Webster as one of the greatest centers of all time.
So where were you guys in the 80s and 90s?
Fell out. You can only hold that reign for so
20
long.
years?
For so long. The 90s, we were good.
Let me ask you one thing. We're having this argument right now of Steelers and Niners, but you can't stand here and lie to your audience that you were never a Niner fan.
When I was like 8 years old, I said I liked the Niners.
Everybody who was
liked
born
the
in the
Niners.
80s were a Niners fan.
Because everyone just knew Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Hey, don't forget where you came from, son. Don't forget where you came from.
But I can honestly say, I don't think I ever watched the Niner game in my life. I didn't like them. I just knew the names.
A legend.
Once I became a sports fan, knew something about football, Steelers all day, baby.
Okay.
And I gotta say, Steelers, chime in. I know all you Cowboy fans are dying to throw your team in there, your America's team BS. Get out of here.
That's all they had.
That's all they have is that name. I mean, they got some good players, you know what I mean? They got Emmitt Smith, yeah, they got that guy, but other than that, they can't compete. Offensively, I put the Niners over them. Defensively, I put us over you guys. So, all you Niner fans out there, Steeler fans, any other fans who think you guys have a legitimate argument, I can already hear these Charger fans trying to come in this conversation. Raider fans. Zero Super Bowl Chargers.
Zero Super Bowls.
So I hear Raider fans over there talking about how they deserve to be in this conversation.
Oh man, the Chargers are the worst.
Yeah. So you guys got a beef with this argument? Hit me up on Facebook, on So-Called Experts on YouTube. Check out my new collaboration, Veterans Helping Veterans. That's vhvtv.org. Any last words?
Hey, make sure you always support your troops. Buy us a brew.
Yep. There you go. Yeah.